Now, take off your shirt for me, Mr. CEO.
Reina pushes me onto the sofa, straddling my lap, and before I can even react, she tugs at my shirt, practically tearing it off. Her hands move with a kind of frantic urgency, her eyes wild with intensity. Heat floods my face. "Miss Voss, what are you doing?" She ignores me, slipping the top of her strapless bodysuit down, then pulls my head to her chest, pressing me against her bare skin, as if she's trying to suffocate me in the most pleasurable way imaginable. I gasp, losing breath, feeling the flush rise to my face. My heart hammers, not because I'm losing air, but because the sensation of her against my lips, her scent, the softness, everything blurs together, too overwhelming, intoxicating. Just then, the door burst open.
You creep! What are you doing? Get out! Can't you see I'm busy with my man?
Reina shouts, her tone fierce. The man stammers, face red, as he backs out.
My bad.
He quickly shuts the door behind him. I hear their muffled voices outside, growing fainter.
He's not in there?
No, just the pole chick and her boyfriend having fun.
Damn. Let's check this way. He can't have gotten far.
I never expect to see Reina Voss in a place like this. The Velvet Lounge isn't somewhere I'd normally go, but I have to accompany an important client who insists on checking out this particular club. We are just finishing our drinks when the announcer's voice booms over the speakers.
And now, let me introduce you to the most beautiful and alluring star of the Velvet, Eden Rose.
I nearly choke on my drink as I watch her step into the spotlight. Eden Rose? That can't be Reina Voss, my top designer? Yes, it's her. Reina, the quiet yet fiercely dedicated designer who has recently led several of our most crucial projects. I'm impressed by her work ethic, often noticing her office light still on late into the night, even when I think I'm the only one left. Reina Voss. What is she doing here? And as the spotlight of the club, no less. But when she starts performing, my jaw drops. She is absolutely stunning, and for a moment, I forget how to breathe. The music pounds through the speakers, a throbbing beat that matches the quickening rhythm of my pulse. She moves with the grace of a ballerina, climbing, spinning, and descending down the pole, each movement fluid and hypnotic. As the tempo slows, she adjusts effortlessly, her hips grinding to the beat, her hands trailing down the pole, eyes half-lidded, lost in the performance. She closes her eyes, allowing the music to carry her. Then, she opens them again, giving the crowd a dreamy, seductive gaze, as if she has just woken from a heated dream. I'm mesmerized, and for a brief moment, it feels like she is dancing only for me. When she wraps her legs around the pole, she smirks, sending me a look that seems meant for my eyes alone. As her hips roll, she casts another glance my way, a flash of intimacy, a spark of connection, as though I am the only one in the room with her, but I'm sure she hasn't recognized me in the audience. The next morning, we meet in the elevator at work. She's as poised and professional as ever, dressed in her usual understated attire, her demeanor composed, keeping that polite, respectful distance between us.
Good morning, Mr. Langston.
She says, nodding with a brief smile. Morning, Miss Voss. Her name feels strange on my tongue, considering the image of her from the night before, in a tight bodysuit and fishnet stockings, is still burned into my mind. I can feel the heat rising to my face, hoping it isn't too obvious. After that night, I can't help myself. I find reasons to return to the Velvet Lounge, slipping in alone under the cover of darkness. I order a drink, then watch as she takes the stage, hidden in the crowd, but feeling like her every movement is meant for me. And when she finishes, I quietly finish my drink and leave, satisfied yet already craving the next time. It becomes something of a ritual, a secret between us, of course, without her ever knowing. Watching her dance becomes a kind of addiction, a stolen moment of escape, a place where I can unwind, even if only for a few fleeting minutes. It's just another night at the club, but tonight, with the holiday season in full swing, all the girls are dressed in red Christmas bunny suits. When Reina takes the stage, my breath catches. The suit hugs every curve, emphasizing her hips and the swell of her chest, leaving little to the imagination. She's captivating, every man's holiday dream wrapped in red. I take a second drink, but as I watch her, I feel my vision begin to swim. At first, I blame it on the drink, but something isn't right. My thoughts blur, and an unsettling fog creeps over my mind. I try to shake it off, blinking hard, but my head feels like it is filling with lead. My stomach drops. That drink, damn it! I bite my lip hard, struggling to stand and fight off the wave of disorientation. I need to get out of here. Pushing my way through the crowd, I notice a few men heading in my direction. Their faces blurred, but their intentions unmistakable. My legs are heavy, and each step feels like I'm moving through quicksand. Panic sets in. I feel like I could collapse any second. There isn't enough time. I turn and stagger toward the backstage, stumbling as I push past people, each step harder than the last. Reina! I stumble into her dressing room, barely catching myself as I crash into her. I need help. Someone drugged my drink. They're following me.
Mr. Langston, what? How are you even here?
Her eyes are wide, but as footsteps sound in the hall, her surprise hardens into a determined calm.
Did he head this way?
Comes a voice from outside.
Yes, I think so. Let's split up and check each room.
She looks back at me, eyes fierce, no longer questioning.
Stay with me, Mr. Langston. This place can get rough. Just stay awake, okay?
She pushes me down onto the sofa, her hands going to the collar of my shirt. Reina, what are you?
I'm sorry, but I don't have time to explain.
She rips open my shirt, climbing onto my lap, her body pressing close as she slides her top down, bearing herself and guiding my head to her bare chest. She wraps her arms around me, pulling me close, shielding me from view. Her scent, the warmth of her skin, the softness of her breasts, it's overwhelming. I struggle to breathe, not from lack of air, but from the sheer intensity of the moment. Everything else fades away. The sounds, the fear, lost in the softness of her embrace. The way her fingers trace circles on the back of my neck. I could stay here forever. Suddenly, the door bursts open.
You creep! What are you doing? Get out! Can't you see I'm busy with my man?
She shouts, her voice sharp and commanding, her bare back towards the door, shielding me completely from view.
Oh, my bad.
The man flushes, backing out quickly and shutting the door. We hear muffled voices outside.
He's not in there?
No, just the pole chick and her boyfriend having fun.
Damn, let's check over here. He can't have gotten far.
The footsteps fade, and Reina finally releases me from her arms. My head spins in dizzying circles, my vision slipping in and out of focus. I can barely make sense of where I am.
Hold on, Mr. Langston. Let's get you out of here.
She says, helping me up. Her arm around my waist, she leads me toward the back door, steadying me as my legs barely manage to hold me up. Somewhere along the way, I must have blacked out, because when I open my eyes again, I'm in an unfamiliar room, lying on a bed with my skin on fire, my entire body burning. Sweat slicks down my neck, and I can hardly breathe as heat pulses through me, relentless and consuming. Reina sits beside me, worry etched on her face as she touches my forehead, her hand cool and soft.
Oh God, you're burning up.
She murmurs.
We need to get you to a doctor. I don't know what they put in your drink, but...
Her words blur, fading into the background. All I can focus on is her touch, the cool relief it brings, and the overwhelming need building inside me. I reach for her wrist, holding it tightly, my grip likely more forceful than I intend. Don't leave, I rasp, my voice thick, almost unrecognizable. I need... The next thing I know, I'm over her, pushing her back against the mattress, pinning her wrists above her head. The drug surges through me, urging me on, and my lips find her neck, tasting her skin as if she's the only thing that can quench the fire consuming me. I kiss her hungrily, a desperate ache driving me to be closer, to take more.
Dane.
She gasps, her breath shallow as she looks up at me, her eyes wide.
I think I know what kind of drug they used on you.
But the drug is like a vice, squeezing out every rational thought, every bit of control I have. I can't stop myself, my hands moving over her body, needing to feel her, to claim her in the most primal way possible. Her skin is soft, warm, and her scent surrounds me, making the desire nearly unbearable. My grip is too tight, my touch is rougher than I want, but I feel helpless, a slave to the feverish hunger surging through me. In the haze, I feel her struggling beneath me, her voice slicing through the fog, a small thread of clarity in the madness. I look down at her, taking in the vulnerability in her eyes, the way her chest rises and falls in rapid breaths, and a wave of horror floods me. "What are you doing?" My mind screams, desperate to break free. "She just saved you. You're going to hurt her. Stop this." In a last-ditch effort, I bite down hard on my arm, the pain sharp and jarring, cutting through the fire, grounding me. With a shaky breath, I release her wrists, pushing myself away, barely able to keep my balance as I sit up, breathing heavily. I'm hard as a rock, on the edge of exploding, and the ache is unbearable, but I have to hold back. I'm still human, and I need to keep it that way.
Seeing my boss here in the Velvet Lounge is shocking enough. But seeing him like this, sweaty, breathing hard, and barely able to stand, I would never have imagined it. When he collapses into my arms, eyes wild and unfocused, I know he is in trouble. I've worked here long enough to understand the types of people who drift through this place and the shady business that often happens behind the scenes. But him, Dane Langston, is someone I've always admired, a man who belongs in the spotlight, not here in the dark corners of a club like this. He's tall, dark, and effortlessly handsome. But beyond that, he's the most brilliant, ethical man I've ever known. I've seen him pull the company back from the brink, refuse underhanded deals, and fight to protect his employees. He's a self-made billionaire with power and influence that makes him an easy target in a place like this. But why is he even here? And alone? I push the thoughts aside. Those questions can wait. For now, let's deal with the urgent situation first, before things get even more complicated. Mr. Langston, Dane, can you hear me? You have to sober up. I plead, trying to shake him out of this haze, but his grip is iron. He pins me beneath him, his arms unyielding, and I realize I can't move an inch. His mouth moves along my neck, trailing fire down my skin, his lips brushing against my collarbone. Then lower. "Dane," I gasp, my heart racing. He pins my wrists above my head with one hand, his other hand roaming over my body, setting my nerves alight. I bite my lip, heat rushing to my cheeks as a moan escapes me, a sound that only seems to spur him on. "Look at me, Dane. Look at my eyes," I say, struggling to keep my voice steady, hoping he can hear me through the fog. "You're under the influence of something. Please." My voice must reach him because he suddenly stops, his gaze locking with mine as if he's finally surfaced. Then, in a moment that makes my heart twist, he bites down hard on his own arm, enough to draw blood. I see the agony in his eyes as he struggles to pull himself away, every breath he takes labored and raw.
"Raina, please, you have to leave."
He rasps, voice shaking, knuckles white as he clenches his fists, using every ounce of his willpower to stay away.
"Lock the door and don't come back until tomorrow. No matter what you hear, just leave me."
"No, I can't, Dane. God knows what drug they used or what it might do to you. What if you pass out?" What if things get critical? I can't leave you like this. You're burning up with a fever. He closes his eyes, exhaling painfully.
Reina, I'm begging you. I don't know what I'll do. I don't want to hurt you.
I get up and cup his face in my hands. Locking eyes with him, I hear myself say, Dane, let me help you. It's okay, just leave it to me. My lips crash onto his, and my hand reaches for the buckle of his belt.
I wake up naked, my head pounding. My mind is still hazy, but at least I can think clearly now. The fever has finally broken, and I feel like I've returned to the land of the living. Bits and pieces of last night flash through my mind, and my head throbs as I try to piece it together. What exactly happened? I open my eyes, glancing over to find Reina sleeping soundly beside me. She still has some clothes on, though they're askew, her hair a mess. God, what have I done? I shift, attempting to sit up, and she stirs, blinking sleepily. Her eyes meet mine, and she immediately reaches out, resting a cool, delicate hand on my forehead.
Thank God. You're fine now.
She says, relief clear in her voice. She even smirks a little.
I thought you were going to die of me last night.
Reina? I falter, the words catching in my throat. I don't know how to face her, too horrified to ask, but unable to stop myself. Did we?
No,
She reassures me, a blush rising to her cheeks.
you didn't. I just helped you with my hands and, my thighs.
She averts her gaze, looking a little embarrassed.
So don't worry, you didn't hurt me.
I let out a long breath, feeling a surge of relief, though my face is burning. But as I look at her again, noticing the faint love bites and marks on her neck, guilt twists in my gut. I can still feel the ghost of her warmth against me. Thank you, Reina, for everything. You saved my life last night. Twice, really. I don't even know how I can begin to thank you. She shakes her head, giving me a small smile.
Dane, why were you at the Velvet? That's not exactly the type of place I'd expect to find you.
I manage a chuckle, rubbing the back of my neck. Why? You know me so well? I try to sound light, but the truth slips out. It's not my usual scene, but after the night I saw you perform there, I couldn't get it out of my mind. I got hooked watching you. You've really got a talent, Reina. Her cheeks flushed deeply.
So you went there just to see me? And it wasn't the first time?
I nod, feeling the heat rising to my own face. Yeah, I'm sorry if it makes you uncomfortable. I didn't want you to know. Being your boss, I thought you might find it unprofessional.
No, Dean, not at all.
She offers a shy smile, looking away for a moment.
I'm actually flattered. Those men who came after you, do you have any idea who they are?
I don't, but I'll find out. Reina, can I ask you something? I continue, my tone softening. She gives me a playful smile.
Sure, go ahead, boss.
Why are you working there at night? It's a rough place, and your day job is already demanding. You're my top designer. Is it that I'm not paying you enough? She sighs, her expression growing serious, shadows passing over her face.
No, Dane. The company treats me well. I have no complaints. It's my dad.
Her voice wavers slightly as she continues, her eyes darkening.
He's addicted to gambling. When I was a kid, it nearly destroyed our family. He was good for a while, but recently he started again. And before I knew it, he'd maxed out my credit cards, even took out loans from loan sharks in my name. Now they're after him and me. I'm working day and night to pay off his debt, to keep him safe.
My heart sinks, a sharp ache in my chest as I listen. Reina, let me help you. I can cover the debt. You don't have to do this alone. She shakes her head, giving me a sad smile.
Thank you, Dane. It's tempting, really, but I can't. I may be broke, but I still have my pride. This is my mess, and I have to deal with it.
I nod slowly, admiring her resilience, even as my heart aches for her. All right, Reina, but if you ever do need help, promise me you'll let me know. I owe you, and I want to repay that. She smiles, a warmth returning to her eyes.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, boss.
You little bitch! You're the one who helped him escape, didn't you? You really think you can trick us? Think we're that stupid?
The man's slap lands hard across my face, sending a searing pain through my cheek. I'm cornered by 3 of them, the same men who were after Dane the other night.
Didn't take us long to figure out you actually work for the guy. He's already had his fun with you, hasn't he? Must have been a thrill, huh? That drug was top notch.
He laughs, a cold, mocking sound.
Shame you had to mess with our plan. We were going to blackmail him with a nice little video of him screwing around. He'd be on his knees, crying and begging, ready to hand over that confidential material we wanted.
He grabs a fistful of my hair, yanking my head back to force me to look at him.
But don't worry, sweetheart. We've got a new plan. You're going to go back to him, seduce him, and get us what we want. This way, it's smoother, cleaner, and leaves no trace.
I keep my head held high, staring defiantly into his eyes. And why the hell would I listen to your crap?
Oh, trust me, sweetheart. You will.
He taps my burning cheek with the side of a knife, letting the cold metal linger against my skin.
You'll do it, or you'll start receiving pieces of your dear daddy in the mail, one by one. Where should we start? Maybe a hand. The man owes a lot of people a lot of money. Christmas is coming up, and a lot of folks love holiday gifts.
He laughs, dark and menacing. A chill runs down my spine, but I force myself not to flinch.
Reina, what happened to your cheek?
Dane asks, frowning as soon as he sees me. His gaze is sharp, filled with concern. Oh, nothing, I say quickly, forcing a smile. I, tripped over something. I cover my cheek with one hand, avoiding his eyes.
I see.
He replies, not entirely convinced.
Please be careful, and let me know if you need anything, okay?
I nod, forcing my smile to stay steady. I will. Thank you, boss. That night, as I exit the club after my performance, I'm startled to see Dane standing in front of me. My jaw drops. After everything that happened, how can he possibly show up here again? Doesn't he understand the danger? I scan the area quickly before approaching him. Dane, what are you doing here? He meets my gaze, calm and unflinching.
I'm here to pick you up. Since you're not quitting this place, I figured it would be safer if I drove you home after your shift. If you don't mind, that is.
His offer takes me by surprise and I feel a warmth rise in my chest. That's very kind of you. Thank you, I reply softly, touched by his gesture. The drive home is quiet, a comfortable silence settling over us. It's as if there are 1,000 unspoken words hanging in the air, but somehow they don't need to be said. As he pulls up to my building, I turn to him. We're here. Thank you for the ride, Dane.
My pleasure, Reina.
He says with a gentle smile.
Have a good night. I'll be here after your shift next time.
As he starts to leave, I hesitate, remembering the threats that linger in the shadows. I find myself speaking before I can think it over too much. Dane, do you want to come up for, tea? He pauses, looking at me with a soft expression.
I'd love to, but it's late, and you must be tired from working 2 jobs. Get some rest. I'll come for tea another time.
I watch him drive away, feeling both relief and a knot in my stomach. Then nights begin to feel like a repeating cycle. Dane appears at the door of the Velvet after I finish, drives me home and wishes me good night. Every time I try inviting him up for tea, he gently turns me down. Dane is probably the most decent guy I've ever met. I sigh, guilt washing over me as I find excuses to put off my mission. He's so genuine, so kind. How could I possibly go through with this? But one night I'm cornered in an alley near the office after working late. The same man who threatened me before grabs me by the throat, his voice harsh and unyielding.
I'm losing patience. What have you been doing all this time? Are you really that desperate for your Christmas gift?
He tightens his grip, making it hard to breathe. I choke, managing to whisper, but he won't fall for me. I tried. He's too decent.
Then try harder.
He snarls.
Hasn't he tasted you before? He was there every night for your shows. I saw everything. Don't try to fool me.
He leans in, eyes gleaming with malice.
Maybe you need a little more motivation. How about this?
He pulls out his phone and shows me a video. My heart stops as I see a man, blindfolded and hands tied, thrown to the ground. Dad, God, what have you done to my dad? I cry, my voice breaking. I feel like I'm unraveling.
Nothing yet. But if you don't pick up the pace, I can't promise he'll last until Christmas.
He releases me, his tone cold and final.
Hurry up, princess. Our client's patience is running thin.
I slump against the wall as he walks away, my body shaking. I let myself drop to the ground, curling into a ball as the chill of the night seeps into my bones. The darkness feels deeper, colder than ever. It is Christmas Eve. Everyone else has gone home for the holidays, but Dane's office light is still on. He's hard at work, like always. It must be exhausting running a corporation this size, never stopping to rest. I take a deep breath, steeling myself as I push open his door.
Raina, you're still here? It's Christmas. You should be at home. What are you doing?
Dane's eyes widen as I let my coat slip to the floor, followed by my shirt and skirt, until I stand before him in nothing but red lingerie. I walk over, pulling his chair out and settling myself onto his lap. Dane, you know I'm a pole dancer, I whisper, trailing my fingers along his jaw and around his neck, letting my hand drift down his chest. But I also know how to lap dance. Do you want to see? He swallows hard, his eyes darkening as I begin to move, my body swaying against him, every movement slow and deliberate.
At last, it's happening. When Raina steps into my office, shedding her clothes one by one with a calm confidence that takes my breath away, I know the moment I've been waiting for has arrived. She's mesmerizing, a perfect mix of strength and vulnerability, a vision of grace and allure. I've missed watching her dance, picturing her countless times, moving only for me. And now, here she is, pressing against me, her soft lips so close I can feel their warmth, her half-naked body melding with mine. Her gaze is locked on me and her scent fills my senses, intoxicating and entirely her. Her bare legs wrap around me, her breath grazing my neck, and I pull her close, feeling the softness of her skin under my hands. Each movement, every glance, sends a jolt through my chest. I want to savor every part of her. Before she can finish her dance, I reach for her hips, lifting her effortlessly onto my desk. I steady her with one hand on her bare back, guiding her to lean back as I press my chest to hers, letting the moment linger. May I kiss you, my beautiful Reina? I murmur, my voice barely a whisper, close to her ear. Her voice trembles, almost breathless.
Please, Dane. I've wanted you to kiss me for so long.
I claim her mouth, tasting her, deepening the kiss as she lets out a soft, breathless moan. Pulling back, I look into her eyes, my own clouded with emotion. Will you be my woman, Reina? I whisper, brushing a thumb over her cheek. I'll give you whatever you want, anything you need. I'll love you, protect you, make you feel safe. Will you let me? You've made me fall for you, and now you have to take responsibility. I continue, a smile playing on my lips. Say you're mine, Reina. Just say the words, and I'm yours. She gazes at me, eyes widening with a flicker of something I can't quite place, and then I see the tears welling up, spilling over.
I'm sorry, Dane.
She whispers, her voice barely holding together.
I'm so sorry.
She starts to cry uncontrollably, her shoulders shaking, body trembling.
You're everything a woman could ever dream of. But I'm just a liar, a fraud. I was sent here to seduce you, to...
Shh, my angel. I pull her close, pressing gentle kisses to her tear-streaked cheeks, catching each tear as it falls. This is what you wanted, isn't it? I say gently, placing a USB drive in her palm. Here, now you have it, just as I promised. She looks down at the drive, then back at me, her eyes widening with shock, and she's terrified.
Dane, you knew? You knew about this all along?
Yes, my dear, and I've already taken care of it. Your father is safe now. Thanks to you, I was able to trace the men behind all of this, the ones coming after me and everything on that drive. And I settled your debts too. You're welcome. Now we're fair and square, so let's try this again. Will you be mine, my beautiful angel? Let me cherish you today and always.
That's the end of today's story, lovelies. But don't go just yet because I have a sneak peek of what's coming next. Here's the trailer for our next brand new story, Obsessed with My Bodyguard. She's the daughter of a billionaire, beautiful, reckless, impossible to control. And now, he's the man hired to protect her.
Part your legs for me.
What are you doing, Kate?
A security check. For your safety, Miss Evelyn.
Day and night, she can't escape him, at dinners, at the clubs, even on her dates.
You're unbelievable.
I'm just doing my job.
I'm going insane, Kate. 56 days without a man, I can't take it anymore.
But when the line between duty and desire begins to blur, nothing will ever be the same. Obsessed with My Bodyguard. A love too dangerous to ignore. If you don't want to miss this new story, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell, and come back for the next release. Trust me, this one will take your breath away.
Fingers trace like a quiet breeze. Your touch pulls me. I'm on my knees. The night leans in. The stars won't go. Your lips whisper secrets I'll never know. Set me on fire and kiss me slow. Light up the dark, let the embers glow. We'll burn like the moon in a velvet sky. Set me on fire and don't ask why. Your laugh's a spark, it lights the room. Your eyes hold Every word you speak, it cuts so deep. Like a lullaby, I can't help but keep. Set me on fire and kiss me slow. Light up the dark, let the embers glow. We'll burn like the moon in a velvet sky. Set me on fire and don't ask why. Love's a matchstick, fragile flint, but you strike it and I'm alive again. No maps, no plans, just you and me. Floating flames on a restless sea. Set me on fire and kiss me slow. Light up the dark, let the embers glow. We'll burn like the moon in a velvet sky. Set me on fire and don't ask why. The night is velvet, the air so still. I feel your shadow bend to my will. Your breath, it lingers like a ghost unseen. If this is a dream, let me never wake. Your touch is the only spark I'll take. Set me on fire and kiss me slow. Let the world vanish, let the embers glow. Hold me close till the morning shows. Your hands are rivers carving my skin. Each line you trace a place I've been, but you rewrite me with